It was good, man. This your boy GSECAPONE. Shout out to Truth Talk, Truth Is, man, for bringing this DMX battle for his soul. Smash that like and subscribe button, man. Leave some comments too. Let me know what y'all think about this video. About to react to it, man. Let me bring it up real fast. There we go. Gang gang.
In the late 90s, early 2000s, DMX was one of the biggest rappers in the world, dropping several hit records, certifying him as a legend in hip-hop. But just a few short years later, DMX would be on the opposite end of things, as he would disappear from the spotlight, being arrested repeatedly and spending several years behind bars. DMX went from being the biggest rapper in the world to a prison inmate who was slowly losing it all. The entire time DMX was on the rise and becoming famous, he let the world know exactly what he paid for that fame. DMX openly confessed to the world that he sold his soul to the devil, and he also showed the world his struggles on trying to get his soul back. By the end of this episode, you will see with your own eyes DMX's deal with the devil and his eventual battle for his soul. DMX would blow up and reach superstardom after his debut album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, sold millions of copies and went on to rise to platinum certification. On that album,
I think I almost
DMX
cried when I
seen
DMX in jail and he was doing that interview.
That depicted a deal with the
I was
devil
young
for
as hell.
success and fame. A story we have heard plenty of times before on this channel. But before we go into the lyrics of that song, it's important to note that DMX had been signed to a major record label since 1991 after Columbia Records found him in the Vibe magazine unsigned hype column. DMX wouldn't see any real commercial success until 1998 when he released the single Get At Me Dog off his upcoming 1999 debut studio album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Everything about this album is symbolic of DMX's deal with the devil. The name of the album clearly says it all. It's dark and hell is hot, clearly acknowledging that his music was dark and being used to guide his audience to a burning end. The most telling evidence of his deal with the devil was his song Damien, a song that openly depicts DMX selling his soul.
I know all of this, bro. My brother is an 80s baby, so I was able to hit all of this stuff.
Damien, who represents the devil, and he offers DMX the world just to serve him.
He was into this.
In the song, DMX raps, "Why is it every move I make turns out to be a bad one? Where's my guardian angel? Need one. I wish I had one." Damien replies, "I'm right here, shorty. I'ma hold you down. I'ma show you how." DMX responds, "But who?" With Damien responding, "Name's D like you, but my friends call me Damien. And I'ma put you hip to something about this game we in. You and me could take it there, and you'll be the hottest ever living. That's a given. You'll see." DMX responds, "That's what I've been wanting all my life." As you can see, it's obvious D is the devil himself, and DMX is referring to his alliance with Lucifer. We see that DMX opens the song wishing he had a guardian angel, and then Damien replies that he's right here, shorty. This proves that Damien is indeed supposed to represent Lucifer, as Lucifer is a fallen angel. This is why when DMX calls out for a guardian angel, Damien answers his call, stating that he's right here because Damien is Lucifer, and Lucifer's a fallen angel. This openly proves that DMX is talking about Lucifer when he refers to Damien.
This
is why Damien offers DMX the world, telling him he's going to let him know something about the game they're in. Damien tells DMX that together they can make him the hottest ever living. Open as day, DMX was letting the world know he sold his soul and was willing to serve Lucifer in order to be the biggest star in the world. The hook of the song is also very telling, as he raps, the snake, the rat, the cat, the dog. How you gonna see him if you're living in the fall? These lyrics are actually very important, and I'm going to tell you exactly why.
The dog.
What DMX
how you gonna see him if you're
how
living
are you
in the
spot
fall?
The workings of the devil when you're living in a world that's consumed by it. You can't spot the evil if you can't see it because you're living in it. Just like we saw in the Matrix movies, everybody living in the Matrix, but a few were clueless that they were actually in the Matrix. This is exactly what these lyrics represent. How are you going to spot the evil if they have programmed us to think it's normal? In the second verse, he states something very important when he raps as Damien. "I'm about to have you driving, probably a Benz, but we gotta stay friends. Blood out, blood in." DMX responds, "Sounds good to me. What I got to lose?" Damien then responds, "I'm nothing I can think of." DMX responds, "Anyone would choose. Got me pushing the whip, taking trips across seas, pockets stay laced.
Got me pushing whips, taking
trips
across the seas, pockets
stay laced. Give him my right hand. Now that I think about it, yo, that's my man."
Chill, bro.
Open as day, DMX talks about taking a note, and even
I could rap, man.
DMX openly talks about
around with
Damien
it,
giving him
I
everything
love
he wants,
DMX.
and how he would bleed
I grew up
for
listening to
Damien
it, so it's
and give him his
easy
right
for me to
hand.
synchronize
After reading these
my
lyrics,
voice,
you
you know
can
what I'm
see that
saying?
DMX clearly sold his soul. And if we look at his career from that moment on, it was obvious this is what seems to have happened. See, DMX was signed for years before he took off. It wasn't until he released his debut album 8 years later that he saw any real success. It's not a coincidence that his first album will have a song talking
You don't love
about
me no
selling
more
your soul
since
to
when
the
you put my
devil,
friend in
and
the
the album
floor.
itself being called It's Dark and Hell is Hot. DMX would also sign to Def Jam Records in 1998, around the same time he wrote the Damien song. All the proof points to DMX selling his soul, as it was the way he was able to finally blow up and become a mega
No,
star.
you should
We
make
see even
Spooky
more
doing
proof
that.
of DMX selling his soul and being reborn through
Chill,
Lucifer
bro.
in
Let
his
me stop
second
playing
album,
around.
Flesh of My Flesh,
I'm trying to
Blood of
listen
My
to
Blood,
this.
released the same year as his first album.
Goat
This
Blood.
time, the album
Mans was
cover
in Goat
openly
Blood.
shows DMX performing a rebirth.
That was real Goat Blood. See, just like Eminem, man. Look, bro, they all do it, bro. They all do it.
Ritual, as he's pictured covered in blood for his album cover. We
Well,
heard
not all,
DMX
but
references rebirth ritual
some
in
of
the
them do
Damien
it, man.
song, where he talks
Or
about
most.
serving Damien,
Some to
and
most,
proving
most
his
to
loyalty
some, whatever
with
you
blood
want
out
to
and
say.
blood in. This album cover represents his rebirth and is the reason DMX was becoming the biggest star in rap. Lucifer was using him to influence the world. In this album, there's a song called Omen that is a continuation to the Damien song. This Omen song features no other than Marilyn Manson, a open Satanist who openly serves Lucifer. DMX's music really had nothing in common with Marilyn
Huh, that
Manson,
dude look
but they were
crazy.
both serving the same masters. In this
Marilyn
Omen
Manson
song,
is
DMX not
freaking
only
sicko.
confirms that Damien is Lucifer and that he sold his soul
I'm
to
just saying
him,
he
but he
looked
also
like one
seems
the
to
way
want out of
he
the
had
deal
that
with the
thing
devil,
to
like we have seen many artists in the
freaking
past. In the
what,
song,
Siberian
DMX
husky
raps
or
with
Alaskan
Damien.
Malamute
Wasn't acting
or
like
wolf
that
with
when you asked for
one
that
eye,
favor.
one like
DMX responds,
look crazy,
"Yo, I ain't
man.
asked you for nothing."
What the heck?
Damien replies, "Oh yes you did. When you really needed something, then you allowed me to give it to you. You sold me your soul."
Imagine he your friend walking around. You gotta be like, look, I told them about this contact thing, buddy, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like, I don't even know how to explain that. You tell your mom, like, my friend got one regular, he walk around with one contact in his eye, and his other eye without one, is looking like, he walk around like a husky. A wolf dog.
Oh, when you didn't say no. DMX replies, "Just let me go," with Damien responding, "Now give me what you owe. What were you thinking? Ain't nothing for free. Ain't nobody you know can defeat me." DMX replies, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, and with your help I know the devil won't win." As open as day, DMX confessed to the world that he made a deal with the devil and was serving him.
Yeah, that
DMX
last
also
video
mentions
I
calling on the Lord,
uploaded,
which I believe
one
is
of
when
them
the
I
battle
said
for
they
his
were
soul
shooting and I
began.
paused it.
In the bridge
Yeah,
of the
they were
song,
shooting.
we even hear Marilyn.
Them niggas had the helicopters out here flying above my house and shit, man. Like, they be shooting all the damn time, bro. Don't got nothing to do with me. I'm just saying, that shit's crazy, bro. And you see that shit, I ain't even jump or nothing or flinch. I'm just like, hold on, they shooting? Is that fire? I thought it was firecrackers. You see me? Look, I said it was firecrackers the whole time these niggas is busting outside. It's not even funny, bro. Like, this is craziness, bro.
Manson singing about taking everyone to hell, even admitting that they know what they do and that they do
Yeah,
it well.
look at his eye,
In
man.
the bridge,
This guy play
Marilyn
too
Manson
much,
sings,
bro.
"Take you all on
This
your
guy
way to
play
hell.
too much.
We know what we do and we do it well," openly confessing that they were guiding their fans to a burning end. I don't understand how people can hear these songs and think nothing of it,
For
especially
real,
when you
like,
see
what
the
is
album
wrong with
cover
y'all?
for the
Like,
album
what
the
the
song is
hell?
on. People
I
refuse
don't
to
even
see
listen
the
to
truth,
him. I
even
just
when
heard
it's
that
right
and
in
was
their
like,
faces. DMX making a song with
yeah,
Marilyn
alright,
Manson
not
is
me.
already questionable. Add in
Take
that he
yourself to
admits to
hell and
selling
whoever
his soul
else
to the
gonna
devil,
follow
and he
you.
called the song Omen, charades a big red flag. In DMX's music video for Slipping, which is in the Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood album, we see DMX portraying himself in hell with what appears to be
Fall.
tormented souls all around him that are stuck in a burning end. The imagery is very telling, and I believe it depicts what DMX represented at the time, guiding souls to a burning end. DMX was being used to spread destructive morals to the masses. His music often promoted evil to his fans. He spread this evil music to his own people in urban communities, influencing them to live destructive lives, selling out his own people so he can live like a god. I believe that after DMX sold his soul and made it, he wasn't proud of his decision. He started realizing that nothing Lucifer gave him would truly fill his soul. DMX wanted out of his deal with the devil and no longer wanted to serve him. And we can see that as he started recording songs where he would mention Jesus and God and asking for forgiveness. The thing is, with all my research done on DMX, it doesn't seem like he was ever able to escape Lucifer's chains. The reason for this, in my opinion, is because DMX has always had a weakness: his addictions. Sadly, these addictions always seem to control DMX's decisions and his life. Throughout DMX's life, he would go on to be arrested over 30 times, with majority of those arrests happening after he was famous. Most of his arrests were directly tied to his addiction problems.
Yo, wait, hold
uses
up.
everything and anything. Most of his arrests were directly tied
This
to his
one don't
addiction
even. Hey,
problems.
bro. This dude, bro. That don't even look like DMX, bro. Yo, chill. Hey, yo, I'm for real, bro. That do not look like DMX, bro. That is not DMX, my nigga. It's 29. Because so far, we got one up in here that don't even look like him. We got two. That's 28. We got two people up in here that don't look like him. This one right here don't look like DMX. This one right here don't look like DMX. Bruh. Most of these niggas don't look like DMX. He look like... Yo, this is craziness, bro. Oh, man, drugs is a hell of a drug, bro. Like, what in the what? The what is going on here? In the crack? Bro, nah, hell nah, bro. They gotta be playing, bro. This gotta be made up photos, bro. Like, it's not... is that a TMZ? I can't see that imprint on the right side of this photo. Right up there, but... Bro, this gotta be made up, bro. Ain't no way. Bro, what the... I never seen DMX looking like this, bro. That's wild. Boy wasn't getting no haircuts up in there, huh? That man had long crazy. See why he had a baldy. Shit. You ain't kidding me. Bro, but all these dudes don't look like DMX, bro. It's crazy. They're like a whole bunch of different clones or twins or brothers of him or something, or cousins. Or this shit is crazy right here. It's like a whole line of DMXs right here sitting in front of me right now. It's like shit. Every 2 or 3 years he had to been looking real different. Cause this is crazy. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on here. Somebody let me know in the comments, bro. Like, this is spooky. Like, what the fuck?
Lucifer uses everything and anything against those who are trying to leave him, to keep them from making their way back to God. It appeared that the moment DMX tried to turn his back on serving Lucifer's agenda, he was no longer allowed to have a successful career. The songs that he did make praising God and asking for forgiveness didn't get the same amount of attention. During one of DMX's prison stays, he was interviewed and he spoke about God and the devil.
In Arizona, man, and I remember one day coming from the studio at 6 o'clock in the morning and pulling over on the highway. Be like 4 cars, you know, just to watch the sunrise. And it was at that point that I fell in love with Arizona. I said, you know what, this has to be God's country. You know, because I've never seen anything as beautiful as that sunrise. Then I met the devil in God's country. You know, and it's not so much who.
Yeah, I remember this shit, bro. Everybody was talking about some. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's not so much a person, even though he acts through people. And you can't call one person the devil. You know, you can't call any one person the devil. You can't do that because no one person has enough power to be the devil. You know, it's through all these hardships that I realized that, you know what, this is God's country because I met the devil here. Because if I hadn't met the devil here, I wouldn't realize I was strong enough to overcome the obstacles that the devil would place in my path. And it's by overcoming these obstacles that I realized that this is God's country. Because he helped me get over these obstacles. He helped me get over these hurdles.
Okay, so but when you're done here,
yeah, I'm not looking back.
You're not coming back?
No, I'm not coming back.
As you heard for yourself, DMX speaks about meeting the devil and knowing that God is real because he knows the devil is real. DMX also seems like he indeed wants to change his life around, like he wanted to break the chains Lucifer had over him. He was speaking on God helping him get through the obstacles Lucifer had put in front of him. He also talks about how Lucifer is not just one person, but that he works through many different people. DMX knows this firsthand, as he was used by Lucifer to guide the masses to a burning end. In that interview, DMX looks honest and seems as if he truly wants to be on the right path. The thing is, it sadly didn't seem like he was ever able to free himself from the chains that Lucifer had on him, and his battle for his soul continued. As hard as DMX tried, he couldn't free himself from his addictions. He couldn't escape the life Lucifer created for him, because in my opinion, he was so far gone. He battled for his soul to the very end, and sadly, it did come to an end. Unfortunately, it seems that even though the industry had turned their backs on DMX, DMX seemed to make his way back to it. In 2019, DMX resigned to Def Jam Records, and Def Jam announced that DMX had came home. It appears that DMX chose to go back to the industry he once was criticizing, and sadly continued to be used to push the agenda. Even though I do believe that if DMX was given the right help and enough time, he could have made his way back to God and freed himself of the chains Lucifer had on his soul. But sadly, he wouldn't live long enough to do so. I believe Lucifer might have known this as well, and chose to do what he said he was going to do all the way back in the Omen song, collect his soul before DMX tried to make his way back to God again. On April 9, 2021, DMX unfortunately passed, losing his battle with his addictions. Sadly, it seems like Lucifer wouldn't allow DMX to leave his side this time. DMX was found unresponsive in his home after he had a heart attack caused by his addictions. Lucifer knew DMX was special with his words. He knew he could influence the world, so he attached himself to DMX since DMX was very young. DMX had a hard life, full of darkness. This made it easier for Lucifer to influence him and eventually consume him and use him to get to millions of people. DMX gained the whole world at the price of his eternal soul. When he had the world, you can tell he still felt empty. Even though DMX wasn't able to free himself from Lucifer's chains, his life still shows a great example on just how much God is patient with his people. You must remember, God would always be waiting on you, and he would always forgive you as long as you're sincere. With God's help and dedication, you can free yourself of whatever Lucifer has over you. This is what DMX wanted to represent, and I respect him for that. He can still help others see the truth by his life playing an example of what the true price of selling your soul is. Like I always say, we must remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake. We must not allow them to guide us to a burning end. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Man, like and subscribe, man. Tell me what y'all think about this video. My bad, I'm over here fucking feeling itchy as hell right now. I don't fucking know why. I don't know if it's because I'm high. I'm tripping right now. I'm over here trying to pay attention and see if there's a mosquito or something in here fucking with me or not. But I don't think it is. I think it's the long ass hairs on my arm and shit. And then my damn hair fucking hanging down. It wasn't like this. Oh, that band came out my foot. And I moved down. See? I'm like, bruh. I hate that shit. As you see, if you see in all my videos, once my hair start fucking touching me, bro, I start tripping out, bro. Like, hold up, man. What the hell is going on here? I don't see nothing in here, but my mom be tripping with me. My mom be fucking with me, bro. But yeah, shout out to Truth Talk, Truth Is, man. Smash that like and subscribe button. Again, man, we exposing all these. What the fuck is like here, man? Yeah, I can't curse, so yeah, I said that. You heard me what I said. You heard what I said. That wasn't no errors. But yeah, man. We exposing these artists, man, pushing this word, bro. Pushing it as far as we can push it. Let these kids know, man, it's not the way before it's too late. Alright, man. Like I said, like and subscribe. And I'm out. We drop another one. Gang, gang.